Hello everyone, welcome to your weekly reading. This is where we look at the next 7 days from when you're watching this, what to expect, and then we'll get some messages and guidance from your spirit team as well. So before we get started, I just want to let you all know I am available for private readings. You can book on my website kittyoutsidethebox.com. I will link that down below. But like usual, let's get started by setting our intention for the week while I light this candle for us. So this is the time to get really clear on what it is you want this week. What do you want to experience? What do you want to happen? How do you want to feel? Think about that as I light the candle, and I'll let this burn all the way through. All right, now we're going to draw a card for each group. What is the card for group number 1? We have the Joker in reverse. What is the card for group number 2? We had the Ace of Spades in reverse. What is the card for group number 3? And then we have the Ace of Hearts in reverse. Wow, 2 aces and a Joker. Interesting. Let's kind of center these here. So again, group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. Use your intuition, see which card is pulling to you most. Maybe it's the image, or you just have that general pull towards a card. If you need extra help and you resonate with numbers, take a look at the timestamps below. Pause the video if you need more time. Timestamps and chapters are below, like I mentioned, and I will see you in your reading. Welcome, group number 1, to your week ahead reading. You were drawn to this card here. Before we get started, I just want to take a moment to say thank you. Thank you all so much for being here. You are all so welcome and so loved in this space. Thank you to your spirit guides, to my spirit guides, for assisting with the reading today. And thank you, Spirit, for your clear and accurate messages. What is going on the next 7 days for group number 1? Well, right off the bat, you were drawn to Joker in reverse, the Joker with the black cat. And in reverse, this means there is no threat. Some of you guys might be worried about something right now, or worried someone's working against you, or there's bad energy being like evil eye being sent towards you, or anything like that. Spirit wants you to know there is no threat at this time. You are okay. There might be some like fear and limiting beliefs you have in your mind, but it's not a real threat. So hopefully that eases some anxiety or worry. We'll see how this fits in with everything else, but that's coming through. There is no current threat in terms of your energy or anyone working against you. Oh, my cat came up right as I started talking, or put that card down. We love cats here. All right, so you might see some cat hair flying in the air right now after I just pet her. We're going to start off with the Astro Dice. This can make a bit of noise when it hits the table if you're sensitive to that. Spirit, what is going on the next 7 days for group number 1? Oh, okay, we'll push this forward so you know I didn't change it. I think 2 of them were out of frame. Okay. We have Mercury in Pisces in the 3rd house. Okay, I feel like there's something here with really expressing yourself creatively this week. Because Mercury is the expression, like the communication, and then Pisces is a very creative sign, and so is the 3rd house. The 3rd house, communication. It's a very Mercury and Gemini type vibe coming through. So maybe there's something here with having a lot of fear, like if I put myself out there, someone's going to make fun of me, or they're going to try and drag me down, or people aren't going to support me, or maybe there's a little bit of imposter syndrome going on. Don't let that stop you. Again, there's no real threat. It's just kind of in your head. It's just your fear, your ego kind of talking to you. But this week, expect some sort of communication here, some expression of your creativity, or There could also be some more communication coming through. Maybe there's been issues in a certain relationship, and there's going to be, I see, more pleasant communication coming through this week. You're going to hear from them, or you're going to reach out, and things are going to go well. I feel like, emotions maybe have been high, and things are going to kind of chill out for you. This could be, in any relationship, but also third house can rule our neighbors, our cousins, our siblings, people close to us. But yeah, okay, that's what I'm getting from there so far. Let's get some oracle cards. We'll get more information and see how that fits in. Yeah, don't be afraid to express yourself. Someone needs, or a few people in this group need to hear that. We have birthing the release. We're just gonna put these underneath the breast just because YouTube can be a little. We need those in the frame anyway. Birthing is putting out your creative ideas into the universe. What do you want to create? What have you been holding within you that you've been too afraid to share with the world? It's time to let that go, to release your creative energy, to release your ideas, to birth whatever this is into existence. This is the week to not let fear stop you and to do that. Yeah, some of you guys might be afraid of like what your family and friends might think about something, but do what's right for you. And again, no real threat. Tell me more about the week ahead for group number 1. We have mutable moon. Nothing is yet set in stone. Yeah, some of you might think you're stuck in a situation, but Spirit wants you to know nothing is set in stone. Mutable is a changeable energy. So be adaptable and know that you can always change. Nothing is set in stone. Maybe you're like, oh, I have this new idea, but like, I don't know how it'll work out. That's fine. Put yourself out there. Give it a chance. Try it out. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't mean you have to do it forever. Follow your dreams. Really try things out. You don't need to worry that, it's not like a decision that you have to stick with forever. Yeah, that's what's coming through from that. And being mutable. Be open to being adaptable, changeable, to doing things differently. Oh, okay, these 2 cards flew out. Let's see what they are. We have here the crown chakra, connected and elevated. Yes, you guys are getting like intuition, downloads, ideas, inspiration that you're being called to really follow here. Unicorn energy coming through. And then we have here the devil. And the devil, this is that fear, that worry that people are out to get you, that nothing will work out, or that you're chained into some situation. Spirit wants you to know you are not stuck. You are not chained to any situation. You are able to adapt, to change, to do new things, to get out of certain situations if it doesn't work for you. Your ego and your fears have been getting the best of you. And again, Spirit's letting you know there is no real threat. Follow your ideas, follow your intuition, release, your dreams into the universe, take action on them. So what is this goal or this idea or this putting yourself out there? Maybe, it is something like being on social media or starting your own business or starting to date. It could be so many things. This is a general reading, so take how it resonates. But what have you been afraid to do? It's time to release the fear and go after it. What else, Spirit? Card number 19, Essence. Look at that goldfish here. I feel like this came out in the last week's reading. So essence is just like who we are. It's like what our vibe is. I feel like you're meant to really step into this energy, like be your true authentic self. And by doing that, a lot of you will be starting to make more money. Like there's new doorways like opening up for you. When you follow your intuition, when you follow what's right for you, and you don't let the fear or the ego stop you. And ego gets a lot of like a bit of a bad rep, but it's there to protect us. But the thing is, we're not like running away from saber-toothed tigers anymore like back in the day. And sometimes it could stop us from going after new things because it wants us to stay in the same situations. Our ego doesn't like change, but that is stopping you from taking new opportunities, from putting yourself out there. And when you start really following your gut and following, your heart, your intuition, your higher self, there's just so many doorways opening up for you. There's so much abundance coming for you, love, whatever it is. So follow your desires this week and know any threat, any fears, it's all in your mind. It's not real. There's no real threat here. And if you think you're stuck in a situation, that is not true. Release yourself from the fears, from the chains that you have like put upon yourself. It's time to break free. All right, let's see. Let's get a couple tarot cards before we get some more oracle. So tell me more about group number 1, week ahead. We have the Wheel in reverse, Queen of Swords in reverse, and look at that Devil coming up again, but in reverse here. It's time to break free, and I see you are. Spirit's just calling your awareness to that, to the fears, the worries. It's an illusion that you think you're stuck and that you have bad luck and that things can't change. This is the week you break free of the negative thoughts and the negative beliefs, the fears. And Spirit wants to confirm that with the Devil now coming in reverse, that you will. And we have the 10 of Wands here on the bottom. It is the end of a journey. You've been carrying around a lot of extra baggage, a lot of extra worries with you. And now is the time to release that. And 10, it's the end of a cycle, beginning of a new one. We have another 10 energy here with the Wheel in reverse. You are not stuck. You do not have to stay in any situation that's not aligned to you. Again, fear is an illusion. I'm trying to think. There's this quote, like, what fear stands for, like, I can't remember what it is, but what it is an illusion though. And it's been what's maybe been holding you back. And now, you're releasing the fear this week. You're being definitely guided to do so and to express yourself, to do, whatever it is you've been really wanting, to take steps towards that. Listen to your intuition. Spend some time with that. Really, when you meditate, spend time in quiet solitude, you can really start to learn more. What is your anxiety? What are the fear-based thoughts coming up? And what is your intuition? Your intuition will not feel fearful or scary. It's a little bit quieter, and it'll just feel right. And we have this moon energy here too. There's a lot of energy here. Listening to your intuition. That's how you're going to break free of this and release the fears and move forward and step into your true essence. Spirit, tell me more about the week ahead, please, for group 1. I'm just going to make sure this is all in frame okay. Yeah. Are we even there? Spirit, please tell me more. Look at this. Sudden wealth. We did have that fish which was talking about abundance here. Yeah, a lot of you guys are, and then we have main male on the bottom. Look at all these ones for group number 1. Sudden wealth. Expect some money to come through, and especially when you are open to the abundance of the universe, like fear and ego, all of that could be making you play small, but when you break free of that and start taking action towards your dreams, all this abundance, all this wealth is going to flow your way. So expect some money to come through this week. And with the 777, I really feel like it's like, good luck coming through as well. It's going to feel like luck, but it's really, you're just becoming more in alignment. Spirit, please tell me more about the next 7 days for group number 1. We have here the book. The book can talk about secrets, things we keep to ourselves, or hidden knowledge. And I feel like there's some hidden things you've been keeping. You've been keeping maybe your dreams a secret, not really acting on them, just keeping them within. Also, this is about, obtaining more knowledge. Maybe there's something new you really want to do, but like fear has been stopping you, or you're like, oh, I don't have the resources. I don't know enough. Like, start learning now. Read about it. Like, learn from other people, learn from books how to make the change. Because you know what? Sometimes when we're in a bad spot or whatever, we feel like we're the only one with this problem or no one will understand. But in reality, there's people out there that have gone through exactly what we've gone through or really similar, so we can learn from them. And it's time to seek out information. If you don't like where you are and you're wanting to do something new, like maybe you're like, for example, wanting to do something on social media, like, because the third house can be like online content, and you don't even know how to get started, something like that. And it's also, well, start learning, find some resources. There's free resources all over online, and also you can buy books or take courses. And you're really being called to gain that knowledge, to learn new things, which really makes sense with Mercury in the third house as well. Learn new skills, gather new information, communicate with others about what you're trying to do and learn from them. You don't need to do all of this yourself. And if you feel overwhelmed or don't know where to start, then it's time to start just gathering the information and learning skills, communicating with others that can help you. And that's really going to help you move ahead and take those next steps. Oops, some cards fell to the ground. Let me grab them. All right. What else, Spirit? What's going on in the next 7 days for group number 1? Never-ending story. Like, we have more 10 energy coming through. It's not, you don't need to just do the same old thing again and again. And what is the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing again and again and expecting different results. Is that Albert Einstein's quote? I think so. But it's time to do things a bit differently. If you're not liking where you are, you feel like the same old things keep happening, it's time to change. It's time to go after something new. It's time to release the fear, the doubts, the indecision, whatever it is. You don't need to stay in this loop of negativity or stagnation or just feeling blah or not, whatever it is. This is the week to really let go of the fears, because again, Spirit is confirming there's no threat here. I read something interesting today. I was going to read it on my or post it on my Instagram story, but I didn't, and I feel like I was meant to show it to you guys. It was my daily passage. I'm reading The Pivot Year by Brianna Weiss. Let me just show you what it says. I feel like it's meant for you too. But it really, in essence, talks about that. Why are we like not supporting ourselves? Why are we, or I'll just read what it says. Declare, I will no longer participate in my own suffering. If I have not one other friend in this world, I will be my own most loyal companion. I will not turn my back on myself. If I am loved by a dozen and not one, I will not focus undue attention on gaining the love of that one. I will speak to myself with compassion. I will not spend my life engaging in things that can only bring about my own unhappiness. From this moment on, I am on my own side. Yeah, and I feel like I was picking up on this energy, group number 1, that maybe you've been aiding in your own suffering. You haven't been your biggest cheerleader. You haven't been supportive of yourself. And Spirit is calling us to decide to be on our own side, to be our own friend, to be our biggest supporter, to believe in ourselves. Because like, if we're not doing it, who will? There's not going to be this prince in shining armor that comes and swoops in and saves the day, which I know like we have instilled in our mind from Disney life in general. Like, we are the one that has to create the change in our life. And it really, I think a lot of positive change will come for you once you start believing in yourself and loving yourself a little bit more and letting go of those fears and those negative beliefs about yourself and take those steps towards your dreams that you have. You don't need to stay the same. You are not stuck. You are not stagnant. I know that's hard to see sometimes, but I feel like that would be a really great thing. Maybe screenshot this, But I really like this. Maybe this is a sign I should share this online too. I will no longer participate in my own suffering. A lot of times we don't even realize we're doing that. And I really feel like that's the devil energy that's been coming through. And this is the week to release that. And you're going to like release so many blockages through this and open up so much room for abundance. Just by starting to love yourself and believe yourself and support yourself and be there for yourself. Instead of working against you and always thinking like, I'm the worst or I can never do that. Like, that's just not helping you. And we're releasing that this week. Oh, this is the book. I think it's a little bit older. I was able to get it though. I wanted to start it on January 1st, but I think I'm like a day or two behind. But it's just days. So you don't need to, it's not starting January 1st, just day 1. So I'm on day 15. But yeah, I just started it, but I like this. I read another book in the morning too that's like a daily passage. I think it's a good way to start the day. And you'll find that like certain things come up that like is relevant to real life. And you know, I felt like it was relevant here today. Ooh, but okay, let's keep going and get more cards. Let's get some tea leaves now. Spirit, can you tell us more about the week ahead for group number 1? This means a lot to me. Oh my God. Rainbow. The most difficult part of a situation is over. I love this. And Spirit's calling you to keep your life in balance. Again, maybe there's been that overemphasis on the fears, on the negativity. Let's bring more love and light. And how can you bring more balance into your life? How you're going to do that will be different for everyone, but Spirit's calling your attention to that, group number 1. Tell me more, please. Oops, I forgot to, we'll do an astrology card after these. Lion, time to act. Yes, this is the week to act on your desires. You have strong energy supporting you. Be brave, be courageous. No, there's no threat. Cheer-filled. Someone new is entering your life. Okay. Expect someone new entering your life this week. And then get back to the basics. Yeah, maybe you're overcomplicating things a bit. Like, oh, I have so much to do. I have to, like, you know, it just overwhelms you because you're like making it so complicated about all the steps you need to take or all the things you need to do. Get back to the basics. Like, what are just the 3 most important things you need to do today? And also, I'm getting this message to get back to the basics in your self-care. Are you getting enough sleep? Are you drinking enough water? Things like that. Are you moving your body? If you're feeling dysregulated, you're feeling off, get back to the basics. Those 3 things specifically. Sleep, movement, water. Bring your life back in balance. Especially if you've been feeling really a lot of anxieties, that could really be stemmed from all 3 of those things. Maybe you're even getting like some headaches. That could be a sign of dehydration. Okay. Electrolytes could be something too, maybe off, skin headaches. I don't know, there must be someone here with a headache that's coming through. And I can relate. I do work out every day in some capacity and I drink a lot of water, but I was getting headaches and I realized I needed electrolytes. So I put electrolyte powder in my drink on workout days, like harder workout days. I did gentle yoga today, so I didn't. But if I felt I might do it later still. We'll see. But anyways, Spirit, what astrology sign, this can be sun, moon, rising, is important in group number 1's life? Oh, this card's a little bent here for some reason, but I want to come on Capricorn. Capricorn, sun, moon, rising. Maybe this is your sign or someone else in your life. And it's interesting. We have the devil coming up twice, which are also Capricorn cards. But message coming through with Capricorn is how can you like stay focused and disciplined and goal-oriented this week? I feel like that's something, creating more structure in your life around your goals and really just going after what you want. I feel like Capricorns go after what they want. But yeah, this could just be confirmation of someone. Maybe it's even this new person coming into your life this week. All right, let's get an angel number. A second ago I saw 22 on the clock. What is the angel number of the week for group number 1? 1818, willpower. That's coming through with like the action, the Capricorn. Achievement, success, striving forward, prosperity, go-getters, courage, luck. Wow, significant events are in the cards for you. You will progress in your endeavors and gain new experiences. The right people and resources will be put on your path. An excellent proposal or change is coming up. You're destined for greatness. Hell yeah. I almost forgot to grab our final deck, but we're going to get an affirmation. And then we'll wrap up your reading with a yes or no question. What is the affirmation of the week for group number 1? I radiate confidence and positivity. Ooh, this will be a great one for you to step through your fears this week. I radiate confidence and positivity. I think it's a horse, but for a second I was like, is that a unicorn? You know, right, they're connecting. You are your thoughts. Always choose to speak and think nicely about yourself, and the results will show quickly. Wow, that really goes with what we were talking about. Instead of adding to our suffering, how can we support ourselves? You are your thoughts. Always choose to speak and think nicely about yourself, and the results will show quickly. So you guys can screenshot this if you want, or write it down if it's really resonating, and say that throughout the week. I love that. All right. So now we're going to answer a yes or no question you have. This could be about the reading itself, about the next 7 days, or anything at all. So what I would like you to do is state out loud or in your head a yes or no question you would like the answer to. Pause the video if you need more time. Spirit, what is the answer to the viewer's question? This is the sign. Go for it. Do the thing. But take how that resonates to your specific question. But this is the sign. And on the bottom of the deck, go. The time is right. This is a sign. The time is right. It's the time to act. And there's no need to worry. There's no threat. There's no need to worry. Your fears are just your ego trying to protect you, but it's not necessary. There's no real threat. There's no need to worry. All right, group number 1, that concludes your reading. I hope it resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got value from the reading. If you did, please subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video, leave a comment. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can do so on my website, kittyoutsidethebox.com. I will link that down below. Thank you all again so much for being here. I truly am so grateful for each and every one of you. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, group number 1. I love you. Welcome, group number 2, to your week ahead reading. You were drawn to this card here. Before we get started, I just want to take a moment and say thank you. Thank you all so much for being here. You are all so welcome and so loved in this space. Thank you to your spirit guides, to my spirit guides for assisting with the reading today. Thank you, Spirit, for your clear and accurate messages. What is going on in the next 7 days for group number 2? So the Ace of Spades in reverse can talk about having some sort of anxiety or discomfort, and what it pertains to is what the cards surrounding it are. So we'll see what that is, what may be causing some anxiety or discomfort, and see how you can overcome that. Maybe some of you guys already know. Maybe there's an anxious situation or an uncomfortable situation going on. So let's see what that's about and how we can move through that anxiety or discomfort. We're going to start with the Astro dice here. It can be a little loud when it hits the table, just in case you're sensitive. Spirit, what's going on in the next 7 days for group number 2? We have, Uranus and Aquarius in the 10th house. There is anxiety about change. It's very evident here. Uranus, this is the great disruptor, the planet of major change. So Spirit is calling us not to be so afraid of change and of being afraid of the unknown. And there could be change coming for some of you in your career field. The 10th house is our career, our reputation, like what we do in the world. So maybe some of you guys are changing jobs, or maybe something happened where you were let go from a job and Spirit wants you to know, like, it's because you're being guided to something else. Rejection is divine redirection. And a lot of you guys are being called to do something different outside the box with this Aquarius energy here. And Aquarius also is ruled by Uranus. So that, yeah, there's a lot of change here. And again, could do with what you do in the world, career, or just how you show up in your community. And I feel like Spirit wants you to know that you're going to be okay. Change is part of it. And it's normal to be afraid of the unknown. Maybe you're going after a new opportunity or waiting to hear back about a job or looking for a job. I feel like there is change coming this way. And what I'm feeling is this change isn't too bad, because one of the cards this Ace of Spades was next to is a Joker in reverse. And that talks about no real threat. So a lot of you might be really worried about the change, or really worried about something like looking for a job or something like that. Take how it resonates to your situation. Spirit wants you to know there is no real threat. It's just your fears, you know, being afraid of the unknown, being afraid of change. Let's see. Spirit, can you tell us more about the week ahead? And I feel like there could be something here like just fear of the future in general for some reason. Tell me more, please. We have card number 31, intuition, knowing. Yeah, Spirit wants you to listen to your intuition. And there is a distinction between anxiety and intuition, but sometimes people get confused by that because the thoughts in their head or whatever, anxious thoughts. Your intuition, the inner knowing, it'll just feel right and it'll feel calm and it's quiet. Anxiety can be loud and it makes you feel nervous or anxious. But I feel like you guys also have this innate knowing. You're very intuitive that it is time for change. But you've got that fear going on. But listen to your intuition. Listen, it's connected to your higher self, to your spirit guides, and it's really guiding you somewhere great here. How can you get more in touch with your intuition? Spend some time in quiet solitude, meditate. Maybe if you have a deck of cards you can connect with. Automatic writing, there's so many different ways, but it's really connecting with yourself. Doing some breath work to clear the anxious thoughts you may be having. Look at this. Full moon eclipse. Conclusions are within reach. Yeah, this might not be for everyone, but I feel like those of you who are on a job search and worried about that, conclusions are within reach. I feel like there is a job coming, or projects working out for you, or the money's coming in, however it relates. And yeah, there's big change. Eclipses like take certain things out of your life so you can head a new direction. Embrace the change and I feel like a lot of you have this inner knowing that it is for the best. Yeah, okay, let's get some more cards. Can you expand on this, please, Spirit? Powerful energy, though. Wow, look at that. The third eye, intuition and expansion. We have intuition showing up twice. A lot of times with the eclipses too, you can have like prophetic dreams, and your intuition like really can see things more clearly, get in touch with your higher self more so. Full moons too. So really, this is a lot of energy about your intuition really guiding you. Your third eye is really opening up. You're getting some downloads here, and expansion. You're learning how to expand your life to move forward. We have comfrey, root down to rise up. Yeah, what I'm getting from this is really to get grounded, to spend that time in quiet and meditation, do grounding work, breath work, get more in touch with your body, and that's how you'll get in touch with your intuition, and that is how you'll rise above any of the anxiety, any of the worries, any of the issues that you're currently going through. If you work with herbs, you can look into comfrey some more. If not, that's okay. I feel like there's like a rebirth energy coming for you. With this card upright, could talk about death, what, you know, metaphoric or real, but like in reverse, I feel like there's also this message of like a rebirth. Like you might feel like things have been crumbling around you, but really it's because you can kind of, I don't know about necessarily hit rock bottom. Maybe some people feel that way, but you had to get to that point so you can rise up, so you can make changes in your life. Phoenix rising energy coming through, that rebirth energy. Yeah, this is pretty powerful energy. There's powerful shifts coming. And a lot of fun. Wow, we have card number 14, Delight. That's like the May flag or maypole or whatever they call it. Yes, and I'm getting a message here about like springtime. I know we're a little bit away from that. Well, it depends on when you're watching this. This is timeless, but I know most people watch around the time of posting. You're making changes this week. You're listening to your intuition, but Spirit wants you to know, like, you know, that you're just starting on something. You're rising up. By springtime, you're going to have so much joy and abundance and happiness and delight. And all these children here are really, children can represent new beginnings. And I feel like you're really headed on a new path, a new beginning here. Yeah, maybe for some people it's a new job. Maybe it can be anything, but career is coming through for some people. But I feel like there's some hard time coming to an end. Your intuition's guiding you towards something new, and you're really being called to practice, you know, different things to get more in touch with it. So you can listen to that because it's really bringing you to a lot of delight. But also expect to experience some delight this week as well. Because we were talking about the next 7 days, but I was getting that message as well. Wow, I split the deck to shuffle, and we have the 3 of Cups and the 10 of Wands. And it's like the end of a hard road. There's about to be something we're celebrating, a lot of fun, a lot of, especially with like friendship. There's something here with spending time with people you love and coming to the end of a hard road this week. There's happiness. This one to come through. Yeah, it's time to release the burdens, release the fears, release the anxiety. And also there is a message for some of you to delegate tasks and responsibilities. If you're feeling completely overwhelmed, ask for help. Or what can you release and let go of that you no longer need to do, and so you can prioritize what matters. The 3 of Wands in reverse. This can talk about delays, or maybe sometimes not working well with others in terms of business. And I feel like there's a conversation some people need to have in this group with other people that maybe you work with or in your family or partnerships or relationships in some sense, that maybe you've been taking on a lot of the load, or they're, you know, something has been out of balance, and having that conversation is necessary here, because I think it'll really conclude any issues you've been having and bring a lot more joy into your relationship, into this dynamic, into your work. On the bottom, yeah, we have the 10 of Pentacles. This is like happy family energy, business thriving energy. And look at this 10 energy coming through. Endings, new beginnings. We have 3 10s in your reading. So 10 energy is really strong here. It's also, like in numerology, it's a 1, but 10s are endings and new beginnings. So there, and then we have all this energy of change. So it really makes sense that this is all coming through. And also, there could have been something here, like maybe things have been delayed a lot in your life. You're like, why is nothing happening? Why isn't this, you know, why am I not getting the job or whatever? This is a week where there's an ending and a new beginning starting. And I feel like you could really be building something long-lasting here, a long-lasting career, family, business. There is a lot of energy of happy family here. So don't be afraid to have the conversations. For whatever reason that's coming through, take how that resonates to you. And also, some of you might be getting new business, you're getting an idea to expand your current business, or you could be hearing about a new job this week. Tell me more, please. Main female. A lot of times, no matter what you identify as, I feel like this is you becoming the main character, like stepping into the role you want to be, taking the actions. But also, I'm getting something different than what I normally get with this card, is feminine energy. Again, doesn't matter what you identify as. We all have both masculine and feminine energy. But the feminine is very intuitive, very in touch with their body, with their intuition. And that's what you're being called to do this week because it's guiding you in the right direction. There's so much energy supporting that. And also a lot of energy with creativity, creation. So you could be getting these great ideas and inspiration to start for your business or for life in general, and really receive those and act on them, because I feel like it's really guiding you to a lot of pleasure, a lot of joy, a lot of abundance. And there is also an additional message that there could be a female in your life that's really prevalent this week. Maybe that's the person you need to have the conversation with, whether it's about family or work, whatever it is. And that'll help you conclude any issues you've been having. He's coming. Oh, we have here the ship. There's a lot of forward movement. And this is interesting. The ship to me is like the Three of Wands upright. It's like, okay, yeah, things have been stalled, like, but now your ships are sailing. There's forward momentum here. The ship could be also the journey of life. Sometimes this could indicate like travel or something like that, but it's also like we're just moving forward. We've learned a lot. We are integrating lessons. We're getting in touch with our intuition. Like we're concluding the tough times. We're learning from them. Instead of dwelling in the energy of difficulties, what lessons did we learn? And again, integrating that and moving forward. There's forward momentum this week. There's change this week. Some people may even find out that they have to move for work or travel for work, or there's something to do with traveling with family. That won't be for everyone, but no matter what, there's forward momentum this week. We even have 2, 3, like progressive numbers here, moving forward, yes. Spirit, tell me more about the week ahead, please. Come to the edge. This is like the Fool card energy. Take a leap of faith. Go after it. And like these look like hearts, like following your heart. She doesn't really see where she's going, but she's ready to take action, to go after, what feels right. Yeah, this is really giving me Fool card energy. Going after your dreams, not letting fears stop you, being carefree. Even if you don't know the full road ahead, you're still taking this next step on your journey. And that what you're following is your heart and your intuition and what feels right to you. Don't let fear stop you. Don't let the anxiety stop you. It's time for forward movement. It's going to bring you so much joy and abundance. Okay, let's get an astrology card. This could be Sun, Moon, Rising, someone in your life. Maybe it's this female card that's coming through. We'll also get a message from it as well. What astrology sign, what zodiac sign is relevant in group number 2's life this week? We have Luna, which is the moon, which is also feminine energy, and also rules our intuition. The intuition is all over your spread, group number 2. And the feminine energy is all over your spread. This could be mother energy as well. Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising. But it's really... Oh, I don't know if you just heard my cat. Hi, Amy. It's time to really listen to your intuition, to get in touch with your femininity, your creativity, and listen to that, because it is leading you to the right place, the right direction, guiding you out of a tough time. And also feminine energies in your life, other women, or women, I shouldn't assume you're a woman, but like women are a big role in a lot of your lives this week. I feel like you're even being a little bit encouraged to like reach out maybe to friends you haven't talked to in a little while. Reach out to your mom or sister, whoever. Have those conversations, because maybe there has been some issues with them. Be honest with how you feel. If you're overwhelmed, ask for help. Okay, let's get some tea leaves. Tell me more, please, about the week ahead. Get back to the basics. Ooh, this came out in the last group. You don't need to overcomplicate things. Sometimes we do that when we want to make changes. We're like, we make a huge to-do list. We get so overwhelmed by all the steps we need to take. Yeah, that kind of came through that message, one step at a time. Just get to one step at a time. Don't overcomplicate it. And also make sure you're taking care of your basic needs. Are you sleeping enough? Are you moving enough? Having enough water? Are you having social time? Are you spending time with yourself, your intuition? Yeah. This came out too. Keep your life in balance. That's, yeah. And then a marriage will take place, either romantic or business. Okay, so for almost all of you, this is business. There's a new, like coming together with someone to start a business or a new project or a new career or a new job coming this week, a new commitment. Maybe for some of you it'll be a relationship, but I feel like most of the time this will be a partnership as in work, you know, or business. But a lot of you, there's change coming in your work and your business and your career. Things are moving forward. And Emmy is agreeing with me. You agree, baby girl? Yeah? I'm doing a pet. She's so cute. What else, Spirit? Position of authority, for real. A lot of you are getting a new job or moving up in your job or taking action, like leading something in your job, becoming your own main character and authority of your life. And look at carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. That's that ship. This is both. We talked about that. It could be a spiritual journey, a physical journey. So yeah, some of you guys might be planning a trip or going on a trip this week, but a lot of you, this is that mental journey. You're really growing, you're evolving, you're connecting with yourself. And yeah, and the journey too could be like a meditation journey. Maybe even some people are being called to do a plant medicine journey. You know, that would be more confirmation than me telling you to do it, but listen to your intuition. You're really going on a journey. You're moving forward on your journey of life this week. All right, let's see what card are we in. Let's get angel number for the week. What is the angel number of the week for group number 2? Look at this, 666, reflect. Look at this, several unexpected developments. That's the Uranus energy. But anyway, several unexpected developments will enter your life and impact how you feel. This is a chance to reevaluate your identity. You need a mental shift towards greater optimism, self-assurance, and trust. Put your faith in your gut and your inner voice. Pay attention to your feelings and use them to help you become a better person. Yes, that's all over your reading. I love that confirmation. I felt the need to look on the bottom. We have 1144 high vibes. Now let's get your affirmation of the week. What is the affirmation of the week for group number 2? I think it's this one. I love it. I believe in myself. This is one that's in my playlist of affirmations. I believe in myself. If someone you care about needed encouragement, you would show support and faith. Then why wouldn't you do the same for yourself? Give yourself the same treatment you would give your best friend. Oh my gosh, I need to read to you something I read to group number 1 because it has to do with that. So I read a daily passage from the Pivot Year. I recently started this. And I almost shared this on my Instagram stories today, but I didn't. And I feel like it's because I was meant to share it with you guys here. Declare. I will no longer participate in my own suffering. If I have not one other friend in this world, I will be my own most loyal companion. I will not turn my back on myself. If I am loved by a dozen and not one, I will not focus undue attention on gaining the love of that one. I will speak to myself with compassion. I will not spend my life engaging in things that can only bring about my own unhappiness. From this moment on, I am on my own side. Yes, it's time to be on your own side, to be your own biggest supporter and cheerleader, to love yourself, to believe in yourself. That is how you will get ahead and move forward. And I feel like that's a big step on most of our journeys as a human here in this lifetime, is to learn to believe in ourselves and to support ourselves, to get connected with ourselves and our intuitions. Yes. This is a great affirmation. If you want to screenshot this or write it down, if this is resonating, you can say this throughout the week, especially if you're feeling anxious about any changes or whatever's going on in your life. I believe in myself. Ooh. Okay, now we're at the end of your reading. We're going to answer a yes or no question you have. So this could be a question about the reading itself, about the next 7 days, or anything at all. So what I would like you to do, group number 2, is state out loud or in your head a yes or no question you would like the answer to. You can pause the video if you need more time. Spirit, what is the answer to the viewer's question? Get more information. All right. Spirit's not really giving you a straight up yes or no, but you're being called to seek out more information. And there's a big moon there. Listen to your intuition. Get in touch with your intuition. Read books you feel called to do. Take courses. Speak to people. Get more information regarding what you're inquiring about. And also get in touch with your intuition. And I feel like that's kind of funny. Spirit's not giving you a yes or no question because there's so much energy here. Group number 2, listen to your intuition. Get in touch with your intuition. And Spirit's wanting you to do that to get the answer to your question. All right, group number 2, that concludes your reading. I hope this resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got value from the reading. If you did, please subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video, leave a comment. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can do so on my website, kittyoutsidethebox.com. I will link that down below. Thank you all again so much for being here. I truly am so grateful for each and every one of you. I love you so much. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, group number 2. I love you. Welcome, group number 3, to your reading. You were drawn to this card here. Before we get started, I just want to take a moment to say thank you. Thank you all so much for being here. You are all so welcome and so loved in this space. Thank you to your spirit guides, to my spirit guides for assisting with the reading today. Thank you, Spirit, for your clear and accurate messages. So what is going on in the next 7 days? This card here, the Ace of Hearts in reverse. See this robin's nest, so it's kind of like the eggs are falling out. It can represent someone leaving the home or house. Maybe even empty nester. That could be some of you here, but I think it's more like someone or something leaving your life. We're going to see what that is about. Maybe this has already happened and we're going to get some advice and guidance from Spirit, but let's see. We're going to leave that right there. We're going to start with the Astro Dice. So this could be a little loud when it hits the table. Just FYI in case you want to adjust the volume. Spirit, what's going on the next 7 days for group number 3? Uranus, Sagittarius, in the 5th house. Okay, yeah, Uranus, this is the great disruptor, the bringer of change. There's change coming. And with the 5th house, this can have to do with dating or relationships. It even has to do with children. So yeah, I know this will be very specific, maybe like 1 or 2 people, but like maybe it is empty nester, a kid's leaving to go study or go abroad or go on a trip with the Sagittarius energy here. This could even be maybe a relationship changing because they're leaving to study or to travel or to go after some goal. Very interesting, but there is change here coming. And Spirit doesn't want you to be alarmed by this because everything happens for a reason. And I feel like these changes are coming into your life so you can focus on your long-term goals, on what matters to you, and have more positive relationships, positive dating experience, positive relationship, whatever it is. Even following your passion. There might be some more free time coming so you can follow your passions, do what interests you most. Okay, we're going to get more information for you. Let's see, Spirit, what's going on? Card number 29, integration, stillness. Okay, so for some of you, this change could have already happened. And this is a week to really integrate all that has happened, to really sit with yourself so you can move forward. You guys are being called to sit in meditation more, or start to if you don't already. Number 29 could be relevant. Some of you may be 29 or someone in your life. But that number also, that breaks down to a 2 in numerology, and 2 is the number of partnerships. So yeah, there seems to be some change in relationships that recently happened or is happening this week. We have here, first quarter moon, your commitment is being tested. Okay, this is kind of a different message, not relating to that specific one about other people. A lot of you have recently set goals. You set goals to commit to yourself, maybe about your health, maybe to meditate every day, maybe to clean your house, or to look for a new place, or to work out, whatever it is. And maybe you've kind of already wavered off with your New Year's resolutions or your goals. And you're being called to come back to that. Your commitment's being tested in some way. Are you serious about wanting the change in your life that you are pursuing? It's okay to miss a day or, to get off track, but what really matters is that you pick yourself up again and get started again, and don't keep missing. I feel like it's time to integrate all that you, do reflection on the past year or the past events that have happened to you. Really spend time with your journal and meditation. Integrate the lessons you've learned so you can move forward and commit to yourself, commit to your goals. Because I feel like change is on the horizon. Spirit's like, it's time to pursue your goals, to pursue your passions. Maybe you've been still for too long and your commitment's being tested. I feel like there's some change or opportunity coming this week, and Spirit's like, are you going to do it? Do you have integrity? Oh, my cat's being a little hyper if you hear her. Spirit, can you give us more information, please? Waning gibbous, I make space and release. And then we have the third eye chakra, intuition and expansion. Cancer energies on the bottom. Maybe some cancers are in here. But integration and stillness, that goes back to meditating, getting connected to your intuition. Your intuition is going to really guide you here to move forward. I feel like to a new opportunity. And waning gibbous, I make space and release. I feel like you're being guided to release something from the past, a past loss. Like for a lot of you, this could be a relationship. I'm really feeling dating relationship type thing, love relationship that maybe you've been really hung up on, and that's okay. We all need our time to grieve, but now Spirit's saying it's time to process that, integrate the lessons you've learned, and move forward here. And also, some of you, are you committing yourself to someone who does not see you as a commitment? That might not be for everyone, but I feel like it's time to make space, release certain commitments that aren't aligned or not valuing you. But it's time to make space for something new and for your goals, for your passions, towards relationships that are more meaningful. Spend time with yourself this week in meditation, connecting with your body, with your intuition. It's really going to help you to make that space and release, and to identify certain things or patterns so you can integrate them and move forward here. Because there is change going on in your life. Mm-hmm. And also, are there commitments you have that are keeping you from your passions or from what matters to you most? What can you release and let go of? That could be what this nest is about, just letting go of things that no longer align with you. When I was shuffling, 2 cards came out. We'll just take both. Look at this, joy. Interesting. I feel like there's happy cards in this position in the other groups, or at least one of them. Look at that beautiful card, joy. You're in 29, integrate stillness to 30. By integrating the lessons you've learned, by taking time to heal yourself, now you're ready to step into joy. The 5th house energy is a lot of pleasure and joy. You're ready to get back out there to pursue your interests and Commit to yourself. Commit to your own joy. Commit to your own pleasure. And then the other card that came out was Voyage, which is interesting too. We also had the ship symbolism coming out in another deck, but in last group, 51. Voyage. This is time to move forward. And it also is interesting. I keep saying interesting. Because we have Sagittarius energy, which is like the voyager, the also like the philosopher, but it's like the Sagittarius in astrology could talk about long-term, or not long-term, what am I talking about? Long distance travel or learning new things, higher education. And also this voyage can be about an inner voyage, about doing that inner work, your soul's path. And I feel like you're ready to move forward, but you're being called to really integrate the lessons you've learned because a new phase of life is coming. And one that'll bring you a lot of joy, but you need to make space for this newness and let go of what no longer is serving you. Let's get a few tarot cards. What else, Spirit? Yeah, maybe this week some of you guys actually are traveling. It could be, it doesn't have to be long distance, or there could be something coming up with the car. Oh, 2 minutes. 9 of Cups. Reversed. Yeah, there's been a lot of energy on what didn't work out, what, broken dreams or wishes or relationships that didn't work out. And it's time to release that, and make space for this new abundance and happiness and passion, new relationships to come in. King of Wands energy. And then we have the 3 of Swords. This is a card of healing. There's been heartbreak. That really makes sense. Maybe there was a fire sign in your life. It does not have to be. We saw Cancer energy coming through. Fire energy is coming through, though. That is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Sagittarius here. But what I see is, the heart is starting to be mended. There's some strings there, but it's still pulling apart a little bit. Like it's time to heal, though. It's time to acknowledge our wounds, to heal them. And I feel like the only way to do that is to spend time with your thoughts, with yourself. The first card that came out. And Spirit wants you to know that there is joy on the other side. If we keep suppressing emotions or not acknowledging them, that can get worse and worse, and it'll take longer to heal from. It's time to just really feel through your emotions, learn the lessons, look at your patterns, and then you're going to be able to really move through this. And it's all part of your voyage, about your life plan, like your path here. And yeah, there's change coming. You're moving past this. If you've been in this painful energy, Spirit wants you to know you're moving past this. And I feel like you're moving into this King of Wands energy. Oh, look at I didn't even realize this card was right underneath. Look at that. You really are healing this week. There's healing and forward movement coming. Your heart is healing. Look there's a scar there from the 3 to the 4. And you're stepping into this more confident, energized state. Maybe you had been low energy. Can you tell me more, Spirit? You're healing. And I feel like Spirit just wanted to let you know that you're healing and also give you some tips on how to do this to move forward. But you really are going to be, by the end of the week, experiencing some joy and seeing the silver lining of things, feeling more connected to yourself, ready for change. A lot of you are healing from a relationship with a male. Or Spirit's like, it could be a lady too. Yeah, it doesn't matter the gender. But this has to do with healing from some sort of relationship for most of you. Also, the main male, this is really like becoming that main character of your life. Maybe you've been really giving your power away to the past, towards this other person or people. And I feel like you're really coming home to yourself, feeling more comfortable in your skin, more confident this week, more energized, more healed, more whole. Tell me more, please, Spirit. 27. This is the letter. So there could be some written communication here this week that you're receiving from someone. It could be a text message, email, something in the mail. Could be relevant. But for a lot of you, you're being called to journal. Journal out your thoughts and your emotions. That will be a great way for you to process things, to integrate things. Get out the pen and paper. There are journal prompts all over the internet you can find, Pinterest, or just really even some that are coming through right now is like, what can I release? What can I make space for? What is my intuition telling me? What is my body telling me? I don't know, things like that. You can look up, or just free write. If you have trouble expressing your emotions, just let yourself write. Just give yourself a specific amount of time, or a certain amount of pages. If you have trouble, just so you kind of have to force yourself to do it, or just keep going. Just let it all spill out on paper. It's going to be a great way for you to process things, to integrate things. And I think, the sooner you do it, the better. And maybe some of you guys are already doing journaling as part of your practice, and Spirit wants you to know it's working. You are really healing. We have a lot of energy of resting and healing this week. And then by the end of this week, you're going to come out feeling a lot better, a lot more energized and confident, ready to go after your goals and your passions in new relationships if that's what you want. What else, Spirit? Look at this. Happy, happy. We have joy, happy, happy. You are headed towards such a happy state, and you will feel this week. I feel like some of you guys really need to know, things are going to be okay. Happy, happy. This is beautiful. You are healing. You're moving towards a happy state. Positive change is coming. And Spirit wants to give you some tools on how to do that. So take what resonates, leave the rest behind. But that is beautiful. I love seeing that come through multiple times. Joy, happy, happy, especially when we've been coming from the heartache cards here. All right, let's see what astrology sign is prevalent in your life this week. This could be Sun, Moon, Rising. What astrology sign is important here, and what additional message you have? We have Neptune, which is Pisces energy. But Neptune energy could be escapism energy sometimes, or rose-colored glasses energy. And I do get that sense that a lot of people here have been escaping their emotions or not really integrating them or working through them. But this week, again, you are. And by doing that, by addressing the emotions, by going into the depths of your emotions, and Neptune, it is watery, Pisces is a very watery sign, emotional sign, but really going through that, processing them, feeling them, journaling, especially, that is how you're getting towards this happy, happy state. It's so beautiful. All right. Let's get some tea leaves out now. What else, Spirit, for the next 7 days for group number 3? Pail. Time to get out of a situation. Okay, yeah, the water spilled over, that pail is empty. It's time to fill your pail up again, to fill it, and to let go of the past or a tough situation or a situationship where someone's not committing to you, or giving your energy, your emotions towards someone who's not committing to you. That's for someone or a few people here. Success is coming your way, you guys. You're going to be successful. Some of you might be like, I don't even know how I'm going to overcome this, or how things are going to work out, or how to move forward. There is happiness coming toward you. There is success. Look at this. You're moving over the sorrow of a loss that's coming full circle here. You're going to be successful in moving past that towards healing. And again, you got to express the emotions. Let it out. Journal it out. And then you'll be able to move forward and fill your cup up again. Grasshopper. Situations in the balance that require careful handling. Okay. Boat. Money or property through inheritance, winning, or windfall. I feel like one of the groups, maybe it's yours, keeps getting that card. So some money could be coming in. it's interesting. Sometimes you'll realize when you heal emotional stuff that doesn't seem related at all, all of a sudden you're just gonna clear up space by letting go of these emotions you've been keeping with your relationships, situationships, friendships, whatever it is. Once you free up this energy, then you're gonna have the money coming in, other opportunities coming in, success. So don't be afraid to free up energy to let certain things go, because it's gonna make room for abundance. And look at this, Eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. For real, this is the week you overcome something you've been struggling with and move forward. But again, it's gonna take a little bit of action on your part. I feel like you're gonna heal no matter what, of course, but like really consider journaling, meditation, spending time with yourself, feeling through it. You gotta feel it through it to let it go. All right, let's get your angel number of the week. What is the angel number of the week for group number 3? Look at this, 999, lessons learned, coming back to integration. Take stock of your accomplishments and how you arrived at them. This is a reminder to maintain optimism and drive towards your goals. Maintain your momentum and know that the powers of heaven have your back. You made it and the reward goes to you. Culmination, results, benefits, reflection, completion. Lessons learned, that's the big thing. It's time to learn, integrate, and move forward. Wow, and on the bottom we have 555, change. This goes also with the Uranus energy. You are going to level up, hell yeah. It might not feel good initially, but it will prepare you to handle the greater things in life for your highest good. That is the why you've been looking for. Push through it. There's a reward waiting at the finish line. Push through the discomfort. Push through the emotions. Work through them. There is a reward waiting. There's change coming. Love this. Okay, let's get your affirmation of the week. What is the affirmation of the week? I am beautiful inside and out. Yes, you are. You are beautiful, unique, amazing. Your divine soul shines bright and allows others to see how beautiful you truly are. You are. I know you might not be feeling good, especially if you were rejected or a relationship didn't work out or for whatever reason. You really are beautiful and you are so worthy and so deserving of your desires of a beautiful, wonderful life. And Spirit really wants to remind you of that. Hi, Emmy. All right, let's now wrap up your reading by answering a yes or no question. So this could be about the reading itself, about the next 7 days, or anything that's on your mind. So what I would like you to do is state out loud or in your head a yes or no question you would like the answer to. Pause the video if you need more time. Spirit, what is the answer to the viewer's question? This is the sign. Wow, this came out in another group. This is the sign. So take how that resonates to your question, but Spirit wants you to know this is a sign. Things are changing. Things are improving. You are healing. The time is now to, to move forward, to do the things, to love yourself. This is your sign. All right, group number 3. That concludes your reading. I really hope this resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got value from the reading. If you did, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like this video, leave a comment. If you would like to book a private reading with me, again, you can do so on my website, kittyoutsidethebox.com. I always link that down below in the description and usually in a pinned comment as well. Thank you all again so much for being here. I truly am so grateful for each and every one of you. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, group number 3. I love you.